I use Neville Goddard's Isn't It Wonderful technique daily, and I've manifested an incredible life with it. And today I want to show you how you can do the same, and I want to start this episode by sharing a few parts of a very interesting story with you that appeared in Neville Goddard's The Law and the Promise. And this story is about a 55-year-old woman who had no job, no friends, no family, and no one to turn to. And she had been attending Neville's lectures for already 1 year, and nothing has changed until she changed one thing about herself and until she did something extremely simple and very powerful. Finally, she used the Isn't It Wonderful method to change her life, and it took her 2 months to see incredible results. She received a check of $2,500 in her bank from an old friend, and in the next month, she got a legal paper to be signed which provide the continuation of this monthly income for the rest of her life. So I want to read parts of this story from The Law and the Promise, and I want to only and specifically focus on the parts that are important for you to understand and to then put into practice when you want to use the Isn't It Wonderful technique from Neville Goddard to manifest your dream life. So here's what this wonderful woman said in Neville Goddard's The Law and the Promise. I would say over and over to myself as I fell asleep, "Isn't it wonderful? Something marvelous is happening to me now." And as I fell asleep, I would feel the way I would expect to feel under such circumstances. I repeated that imaginary action and feeling for 2 months, night after night. And one day in early October, I met a casual friend I hadn't seen for months, who informed me he was about to leave on a trip to New York. For the next 2 years, from the office of his attorney, I received monthly checks so generous in amount they not only covered every necessary requirement of daily living, but left much over for all the lovely things of life: a car, clothes, a spacious apartment, and best of all, no need to earn my daily bread. This past month I received a letter and some legal papers to be signed, which provide the continuation of this monthly income for the rest of my natural life. And this wonderful testimony reveals the power of the Isn't It Wonderful technique that I nowadays use daily. I've used it daily in the past, and I want to be 100% honest with you. There was a time when I totally forgot about it, but I was still in this, you can say I was still in this mindset, in this mind space of automatically using this technique of assuming that everything is wonderful. I wasn't repeating it out loud. I also wasn't repeating it in my mind for a very long time, but I was already so advanced on my manifestation journey that for me, the assumption that everything will work out, the assumption that wonderful things will happen in my life, was a natural state that I was already in. And now that I went through all the documents again that I had from Neville Goddard, now I'm in the process of actively using this technique again. And I've already experienced some incredible shifts in my life. So I use it on a daily basis, and I start my day by saying, "Isn't it wonderful that today will be another amazing day?" If you have the mindset that today will be an amazing day, then it's way more likely that today will be an amazing day. And if today then will be an amazing day, because you have this assumption, then you're also more likely to assume that the next day will be amazing. And remember, when you assume something over and over again, when you persist in the assumption, that's when it will turn into your reality. And that's when you make assuming that everything is wonderful for you a habit. And this habit then, in combination with your imagination, with the imaginary act, can turn into your reality. And then every day will be wonderful, and the universe will surprise you with amazing signs, synchronicities, and the manifestations that come to you faster than you could have possibly imagined. And isn't it wonderful that I'm always guided by the universe in every moment and every situation? And I truly believe that. I also believe that when, for example, something happens in my life where I assume that it's contrast, where I assume that it's bad for me. And that's also something that I talk about in great detail in my 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program, One module is all about how to deal with contrast and especially positive contrast, which are experiences that in the beginning, in the first couple of minutes or even days, you think to yourself, oh, why is this happening right now? But then a couple of weeks or months later, you say to yourself, thank you, universe, it's the best thing that ever happened to me, because sometimes, and quite often, to be honest, I mean, not just sometimes, but very often, the universe surprises you in ways that you could have never possibly imagined. And that's why, for example, Dr. Joe Dispenza always says, when you're creating and something happens that you can't explain, just continue to create. Don't take it personal, continue to create. And you can also feel that, isn't it wonderful? That divine timing allows me to receive my manifestations at the perfect time. And that's also something that I believe in, and it's something that Neville Goddard believes in. There are many different lectures where he talks about divine timing and that everything comes at the right time. And I also believe that. When I look back at past manifestations, I can confidently say that sometimes I'm thankful that I didn't receive it immediately and that I received it at the right time, because I first had to make a certain learning experience that allowed me to then reach a higher level of consciousness and to reach the next level on my spiritual journey. And isn't it wonderful that I'm already in possession of the money or the rental property or the loving relationship that I want? Because remember, when you feel as if you already have it, that's when it will come to you. And I'm, for example, in the process right now of looking for rental properties. I want to invest in properties. And I know for a fact that my apartment is already in my reality. I might not be able to touch it right now. I might not be able to see it with my eyes open, but I can see it in the imaginary act. And I know that the perfect time will come. Remember, divine timing, when this property will find me. I don't have to look for it. It will find me. It will come to me. And isn't it wonderful that I don't have to know how and when the universe sends me the signs, how and when the universe sends me synchronicities, how and when the universe delivers my manifestations? Isn't it wonderful that I can just trust, let go, and enjoy life, because I know that when I use the law of assumption and when I assume the state of the wish fulfilled, that it then inevitably comes to me. And that's the power of the Isn't It Wonderful technique from Neville Goddard. And you can also use this technique on a daily basis to manifest your dreams. And I want to briefly mention it again. If you want to find out more about the 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program and you want to have the opportunity to manifest your dreams in just 11 days, then you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/11 days, or you can click on the first link in the description. And of course, you can also find out more about coaching with me. I offer self-love coaching sessions and I also offer hypnosis sessions. So if you want to find out more about me as your coach and also the different coaching sessions I offer, you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/coaching. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please send out some love to the YouTube universe by giving this video a big thumbs up. And I would also appreciate it if you would leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you.